when I'm not having to explain to non-Jeep Wrangler owners how cool the Jeep Wave actually is.
Well, the first 3-4 times was interesting and educational because I didn't know that,
Wrangler owners wave to each other whenever they see
Jeeps
each other on the
pass,
road.
you know, and then but the 4th, 5th time, it reached Benny Hill, kind of comedic level for me.
Don't be jealous. First of all, everybody has their own wave. Sometimes it's a wave.
No, it's like a
Sometimes
Monty Python. It's like 2 dudes with 2 pieces of coconuts. And then they wave to each other when they pass.
And you see the next one. He laughs at me every time we're in the Jeep and someone waves to me, and I'm like,
now it's
yeah, you make me self-conscious about it. When I'm not doing that, I like to answer questions and comments I get on YouTube. What's your most embarrassing on-stage moment? Davias, would you like to go first with this?
I have a few. I used to think that it's this one time when I was in the middle of a guitar solo, and when you raise the guitar neck to signal for the band that the young song's gonna end.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Sometimes I like to jump up. I had shoes that were too large for me, and I landed on my ass. And then I was like, so I used to think that, but
the band still stopped?
Yeah,
when you hit the ground?
It was fine. It was like nobody figured it out. But it turns out that probably the most embarrassing moment is the one that I try to avoid to not remember, which is that one time in the blues competition.
yeah. If you're suppressing it.
Yeah, that's the one you're suppressing is probably the worst. This is the one I'm suppressing actually, so I'm gonna relive it.
Great! Wow, I'm honored.
For content.
For content's sake.
This one time in the blues competition, I thought it'd be cool to start guitar solo in the middle of a song really quiet and get down on my knees. Mm-hmm. And as it gets more intense, I would get on my back like Marty from Back to the Future.
Oh, cool.
And I did that. And as I got on my back, I couldn't get up because I was very intense. But then I got to... And I don't remember the rest. I don't remember how I got up, but ever since I've been suppressing that.
So that's not like an injury that you couldn't
No.
But
it
you're
was
playing, you're like, yeah, I didn't think this one through.
It was just a mechanical sort of hurdle, which I didn't work out in my head. And fuck, yeah. So.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. What's yours?
Well, you could have stopped your most embarrassing moment one time at a blues competition.
Yeah.
You could have stopped it right there, and that would be a most embarrassing moment.
Pretty much. What about yours?
I think I got hired to play a 4th of July gig, right? And this is at the Westin. Oh. The Westin, everybody. Oh, the nicest gig in town. The gig all the locals would kill for, right? And I'm
Did they do the Jeep Wave?
They knew. They're like, Sean, we see you out there doing big things.
Big things.
Doing big things. 4th of July at the Westin.
Yeah.
So it was me and Andrea. We went up. We showed up. We're like, all right. Westin was packed. It was popping. And we're like, this is going to be a great show. A 4-hour show, mind you, for the 4th, the day of freedom. What better performer to have out there? So I'm like, all right, cool. We set up at the rooftop where we usually play it. And they're like, no, actually, you're going to be on the 8th floor. And I'm like, a floor in a hotel? Like, what? And then it's like, oh yeah, we're actually having a potluck luncheon, and you'll be playing that. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess so, a barbecue type thing. So we go to a floor on a hotel, and oh, just set up right here, which is the entrance into a conference room with a bunch of barbecue and stuff. I'm like, okay, so it's it was 1 to 5, I think this gig was. And it's 1 o'clock, and we're getting ready to play. There's nobody there. There's the person who has the tongs with the barbecue that's there, and nobody else is there. And I'm like, well, I guess we just played at the barbecue man, right? So we start playing, and then the manager comes. I'm like, does anybody know about this? And they're like, oh, I guess we just didn't do a good enough job promoting this, because they had everything else going. It was popping upstairs, it was popping downstairs on the patio, but they had us in just this conference room for 4 hours playing to just the barbecue tong man, and nobody came in. Absolutely nobody came in. And that's just tough, because it's there's professionalism. I guess we just played to the barbecue man. But at some point, it's it's just the barbecue man. He was clapping.
Wow.
He seemed to enjoy it. But that was kind of embarrassing, playing for 4 hours to a barbecue man.
Wow.
I guess. But yeah, that's just, that comes with the job, man. You know.
When that's what that comes with, doing big things locally.
Doing big things, man. You never know how big it's gonna get. What are your thoughts on modern prog, metal, and gent?
I like the opposite of that. You know what's the opposite of that?
What?
Actually good music.
Oh no, we didn't! Shots fired! Oh my god! You know, I don't even know what the genre is really. You know what I mean? I almost feel like gent is like a meme more than it is a genre.
It is.
Right? Like you just gent. Like, are there actual gent bands?
Yeah. Is there gent merch?
Like, I thought it was just kind of like K-Mag, just like
that's
having
it.
a good time. Like, isn't that what gent music
Yeah, that's
is?
it. It's K-Mac channel, basically gent.
Are there actually gent bands
Is there
playing?
gent aesthetic?
Yeah. Gent life. Gent life, bro.
Gent life?
I don't know. So I guess I don't... Now, just metal and prog, like, I respect that stuff, but I never really listened to it, personally. I don't know.
No, yeah.
I don't know what it is. In this hectic life, like, prog metal is the last thing I would want to listen to right now.
Dude, I listen to Cardi B more than I listen to prog metal.
Is that a flex? Was that...
It's self-deprecating.
This is a new embarrassing moment for you. I listen to Cardi B more. That would mean you listen to a baseline amount of Cardi B.
Yeah, there's this dosage, just like with multivitamins.
It is, yeah, okay.
You
All right. Yeah, for sure. All right, yeah, so I don't even know what progressive rock is.
It's like a Bernie Sanders kind of like.
Yeah,
Bernie Sanders quotes.
It's like,
and AOC.
Yeah, what, free medicine for people?
Free medicine!
Yeah, I don't know. Some people say that Muse is like prog. I don't really...
But then there's prog jazz. So
Yeah,
I guess
like,
prog
I like
is
Muse.
like can be anything.
Mm-hmm. I guess so. Yeah, I don't really listen.
Do you listen to prog?
Progressive prog? That's like the most...
You know it's prog aesthetic?
What?
This.
No.
Weirdest music gear you own.
Mine's easy. It's this thing. This thing is so strange, right? Looks just like a regular piano, doesn't it? But no. It just makes meow sounds. But it only is 2 at a time, so it's duophonic. It's not polyphonic.
Yeah.
But it's cool, you can have it has a blues. I think it also has a microphone.
Wow.
I don't know why, but the music, yeah. So cat piano is my answer.
That's great.
I suppose. What? Do you have a cat piano?
No, I don't have a cat piano. The weirdest piece of music. I have this guitar that no one has ever seen and I never played it because it's unplayable. And it's pretty weird. It's handmade. So remember that video I did how I got scammed by Universum guitars?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So after that video, I got a lot of inquiries from guitar makers that, hey, we're gonna make you your dream guitar. And this one smaller channel, we're not gonna mention names. They made this guitar. It took them 1 year to make it, and allegedly over $1,000 in parts. And I didn't ask for them to make me a guitar. They said they would. And just like in the Universum video, I said I don't deserve to receive free guitars. The reason I made that, I got scammed because I was lied to.
Right.
So anyways, they made that guitar, and it's awful. It's the radius is flat, but the way they press the frets on the fretboard, it's inverted.
What?
Yeah, you can see in the back of the neck, epoxy resin. You know how a guitar is supposed to have a truss rod? There are pieces of another truss rod sticking out of the neck.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then the tuners are inline, but they probably didn't use a ruler or anything because the way they're inline, the holes are like random.
That's tough.
Yeah. And then when I plugged it in, the electronics, the wiring, it didn't even work. There was no sound.
Wow.
So
that's your weirdest. Do you have a name for this guitar?
Poor fortunate souls. Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I just want to say that this video is not sponsored by the cat.
I thought it was.
No.
Link in the description.
I had to pay good
Meow.com.
money to Target. This thing, and it makes noise when you leave it alone.
Wow.
That's cursed.
That's funny.
Is this a handle? Is it a carry?
Yeah, it is a handle.
I didn't even know it had this.
Do you have a carry case from Gator Cases specifically for this?
No, I should hit them up and ask them.
Yeah, I bet you Gator Cases has like a case for
I'm
the
on it.
cat piano.
This dude never saw any mean streets or been out there dealing with it all. He wouldn't last 5 minutes. So in my description, it says that I was born on the mean streets of upper middle class suburban Illinois. And I guess this guy didn't see any mean streets.
He ate the onion. This guy wouldn't last 5 minutes in the stand-up comedy club. The comedian would say, "This one time, no, it didn't happen. There was no one time." You know.
I mean, like lasting 5 minutes though. Again, maybe I'm sure.
What
I'm
if you
super naive.
parked at 7-Eleven?
Yeah, like you're just gonna drop me in a street and I'm just gonna instantly die? Like, yeah, I probably couldn't fight my way through certain situations. But I've got the gift of gab. I talk my way out of it. I think I could last on the mean streets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does Davi like Elliott Smith?
I don't even know who that is.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to come and request an Elliott Smith song at one of your shows.
Okay.
So he's gonna like Elliott Smith. That's what's up. Oh, he's the best. He's the best guitar player in history.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
Why
100%.
have never heard of him then?
Because it's kind of like the Jeep Wave. The people who know. But we're not all annoying about it. We just know about it.
You tell me Jeep Wave is not annoying. What do you mean we're not annoying about it?
Listen, you don't have a Jeep, so you don't have to deal with it.
If I had a Jeep, I would not do the Wave. I would be anti-Jeep owner.
See, but you would never have a Jeep. So therefore your statement is false. Okay? We're not annoying anybody else with the Wave. Let us have it. You know what sucks is if I'm like driving like my mom's car or something somewhere, I want to wave to the Jeep, but I can't. Like if I'm in a rental car and I'll see a Jeep and I'll be like, oh. I have to put the fingers away. Yeah, I have to remind myself, and it makes me a little sad. It's the same with Elliott Smith, but instead of waving, we cry to each other. It's not the happiest music. I don't want to say it's sad music. A lot of people are like Elliott Smith's too sad. No, it's not. It's just it has a lot of depth to it. I think he's the greatest.
What was his active years?
Around 2000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or give or take a few years. We'll get you on board. We'll get him on board for sure.
Okay.
And that'll be listening homework. All right. So for listening homework, I'm gonna make you listen to this and the people. Christian Brothers by Elliott Smith. Classic, vintage, super lo-fi Elliott Smith, but just great. So check that out. Check out my man's channel right here. If you have any questions or comments or anything else you'd like us to answer, hit us up in the comment section, Instagram, Twitter, the website, or over on his stuff. What do you say?
Let's do the Jeep Wave.
Let's just do the wave out. I knew you were just waiting for it. I knew you were just waiting for it.